In this tutorial, we will start with a new chapter which is about structure and bonding. In the first section, we will discuss states of matter. Substances are classified as solids, liquids, or gases, and these are called the three states of matter. So we can classify any substance into one of these three states of matter. It will be a solid, a liquid, or a gas. Let's examine now the three states of matter in details. Here we have an example which is H2O. Water, like any other substance, can exist in one of the three states of matter. So it can be ice, which is the solid state of water, or it will be water in the liquid state, or it can be vapor in the gaseous state. Solids have a fixed shape and volume, so they can't be compressed. So you can't compress a solid because it has a fixed shape and volume. On the other hand, liquids have a fixed volume, however, they can flow and they take the shape of their container. So liquids also have a fixed volume, however, they can flow and they will take the shape of the container. On the other hand, gases have no fixed shape or volume. So a gas doesn't have a fixed shape or volume, and thus it can be compressed easily. To explain the properties of solids, liquids, and gases, we will use the particle theory. The particle theory is based on the fact that all matter is made up of tiny particles, and it describes the movement of the particles, so how the particles are moving and the average distance between the particles. So to explain the properties of the solids, liquids, and gases, we will use the particle theory, which is based on two factors. The first one is the movement of the particles, and the second one is the average distance between the particles. Let's start with the solid state. Each particle in a solid is touching its nearest neighbors, and they remain in this fixed arrangement. They can't move around, however, they vibrate constantly. So these are the solid particles. Notice how they are touching each other. So approximately there's no spacing between the particles and they can't move around. However, they will be vibrating. In the liquid state, the particles are also very close to each other. However, there are some spaces between them. And this will result in a constantly changing random arrangement of the particles. So the particles will slip and slide over each other. The particles in a gas have on average much more space, so notice how far they are from each other. They can move around at high speeds and in any direction. So they have a random arrangement. So particles in the gas state are far from each other and they move at high speeds in all directions. So they have a random arrangement. Actually, the hotter the gas is, so the higher the temperature is, the faster the particles move. And the pressure of a gas is caused by the particles colliding with the sides of the container. The more frequent and energetic the collisions, the higher the pressure of a gas. And this means that in a sealed container, so in a closed container, the pressure of the gas will increase as the temperature increases. And that's because as the temperature increases, the particles will move faster and they will have more energy. So the collisions will be more energetic and thus the pressure will increase.